Imogen, the Mother of Modernism and Three Boys, by Amy Noveski, illustrated by Lisa Congdon. Imogen was named after a princess in a Shakespeare play, but she didn't expect life to be smooth and easy and beautiful. Her family didn't have much, and life was hard atop the wild hill they called home. Her mother took care of Imogen and her 5 siblings. Her father taught her to read and to draw. On Sundays, Imogen helped him pull taffy instead of going to church. When Imogen was a teenager, she declared she wanted to be a photographer. Her father wondered why she chose such a messy profession, but he built her a darkroom in the woodshed lit by a single candle in a red box. Imogen worked her way through school. She studied chemistry and botany. She read poetry. She was the only one in her family to graduate from a university. It was the beginning of the 20th century. With only a few dollars in her pocket, she opened a portrait studio in the city. She gave flowers to her subjects and told them to think about the nicest thing they knew. With its heavy glass plates, cumbersome equipment, and chemicals for developing film, photography was indeed a messy profession. Imogen loved it. Then she fell in love with an etcher named Roy, who wrote her long letters from Paris. They had a small wedding and spent hours outdoors, make-believing scenes from fairy tales. Imogen took photographs that looked like paintings. Soon, Imogen and Roy had a baby boy named Griffith, and nearly 2 years later, 2 more, the twins, Rondell and Pauric. Suddenly, Imogen had her hands full taking care of her sons. There was barely enough money for film after food was bought, and 3 hungry boys to cook for at dawn and dusk when the light was just right. Imogen wanted to take pictures, but she couldn't leave the house, and so she focused on her family. She built a darkroom at home and turned the garden into a wonderland for her boys and a workshop for herself. She cultivated agave and aloe, flax and hyacinth, banana plant, calla lilies, magnolias, and morning glories. When she worked, her boys played, and Imogen photographed them. Click, the twins picking foxglove buds, her older sons wonder at a handful of nasturtiums. Click, one boy holding a mouse, another a bird, a snake in a bucket. They didn't have an ordinary pet. Click, freckled ears and feathered headdresses, glowing birthday cakes, her 3 glowing boys. She photographed her bespectacled father, her mother with a crown of silver spoons. Imogen found a little beauty in everything. And for 1 hour every afternoon, while the boys napped, Imogen focused on her flowers, including a common magnolia blossom she shot close up. When one mischievous twin interrupted, Imogen sent him out into the sun with her proof sheets until they were developed. She set up an apple box for him to stand on to pluck prints out of the chemical baths when they were done. Then, under the soft glow of a red bulb, her 5-year-old son beside her, Imogen watched as the images she'd captured, her boys, her blossoms, slowly emerged on the paper. She knew she had something special. Her magnolia, with its luminous petals and jeweled stamen, was magnificent. After a day's work, when the light was just right and the house was alight with 3 hungry boys, Imogen cooked for them. She didn't expect life to be smooth and easy and beautiful, but sometimes it was.